Alright, so here we are. What you're going to need for this is a piece of paper. I've already been through and written all my codes down. We'll go through that in a minute. You're going to need a piece of paper, an ink pen, and just something you can write with as the codes flash by. They go kind of quick, so I'm going to try to show you what they look like here. It's kind of bright out here today. Let me back off here. So what you want to do, it's kind of hard to see, but I do have a check engine light on. I haven't cleared it from when I've got all the codes and the faults from before. What you're going to want to do is the codes are going to scroll down here in green letters, and you're going to take your key. So I turn my key off now, the whole car is off, and you're going to turn it 3 times. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And you should see the code scroll through. There's P0340, 345, 354, 355, and so on and so forth. All your codes will scroll through. So this is a really handy cheat way of finding your codes. Like, for example, in mine where the Jeep quit and I don't have a scanner yet, so there's no way for me to even get it to like an AutoZone or something without, you know, having my own scanner. So anyways, alright, that's the we're back to trip, so that's all the codes now. Hopefully you don't have near as many codes as I did. I have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 7 codes total. My car was doing some pretty crazy stuff, so I'm hoping you guys don't have that many. But we'll go back in the house here and I'll show you how to look up the codes once you have them written down, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I'm back here at the house, got the computer fired up. Just go to Google. The easiest way to do this is just to Google the codes. I'm sure there's like books and stuff that you can go get, manuals and stuff that have all these printed out, but the internet is your friend. So the best place I found is a place called OBD codes. So Google that. And the first one that comes up, obdcodes.com. Click on that. Zoom out here a little bit. This homepage just gives you a bunch of different information. Where we want to be though is we want to be up here at Trouble Codes. So click that. Now this is going to be the main page that you're going to find all your information from. Now a couple different things, and if you'll see they actually explain all this to you. See if I can zoom in right here. Like right here it tells you that if you have a code that starts with a P1, that's manufacturer specific. So what you would have to do is follow these links down here. Like here's our link for Jeep. I do have one P1 code, so we'll go there in a minute. But the other 6 codes that I have are all generic. Look at my paper again real quick. It's really dark in here. So I've got a P0300, P0304, 305, etc. So those are all generic codes. You can see down there at the bottom kind of that I have a P1391, and that's the code we'll look up in a minute. So anyways, in order to get those generic codes, is all you got to do is scroll down on this main page right here. Okay, now all these are split out into different categories, and you can see that, for example, the P0001 through P0099 is going to be your fuel and air emissions codes, and as you scroll down they're just all going to be separated out like that. So we're going to scroll through, keep scrolling. So there you'll see a 100 to 199 is fuel and air metering. So anyways, obviously you can see that it's going to be pretty easy. They're all in numerical order. So for me, my first code is 0300, so I've got to go down a ways. So you're going to see a bunch of stuff scroll through here as I go down and find it. It says, alright, so my first one is a 0300, so that's right there. What this tells me is that this is a random multiple cylinder misfire, which, like I said, my Jeep was having a bunch of different misfire and it had all kinds of issues. It did not like when I changed my PCM. So anyways, the next one I have is 304 and 305. Those tell me that those are cylinder misfires, respective cylinders. And you can click on these and I'll let you guys play around with this yourself. I'm just kind of here to point you in the right direction. Of course my internet's like terribly slow. But if you click on it, it'll give you a bunch of information about that specific code. I'm not going to do that now. You guys can do that on your own time. So anyways, just scroll through. What I did is I scrolled through until I found all my codes and then wrote down what it said in bold right here on this first page, so I had a general idea of what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way back up now. I'm going to skip back to the top and I'm going to find, so down here I'm going to find what my manufacturer code is. So I'm going to go to Dodge Chrysler Jeep, click on that. Okay, I'm going to scroll down and now there's a nice pretty list that they've got all laid out. So again, very easy to find what you're looking for. I need a 1391 for what my Jeep was throwing. So there it is. 1391, intermittent loss of CMP or CKP. So that right there is where I got my crankshaft and camshaft position sensor codes, and that's what kind of told me that I might have an issue with my sensors again. You may be asking how can you clear a code? And clearing a code used to be a lot easier than it is nowadays. You used to be able to just take it to an AutoZone, Advanced Auto, wherever you want to go, and they'll throw the reader on there and they just clear it for you when they're done reading. And that was always nice because you could see, like, you know, for example, I had an emissions code the Jeep was throwing a while back. Kept coming back, and I knew the problem wasn't fixed even after I had done a gas cap and a couple different things, because the code would keep coming back after it was cleared. So that's helpful. But AutoZone, Advanced Auto, none of those places will actually clear the codes for you anymore. I don't know. Apparently here in Ohio there's some law, and I don't know if it's statewide or if it's countrywide. I don't know. But I was told that they will not clear the codes for me anymore. And if you get the right technician, they'll probably work with you a little bit. But the easiest way to clear the code is just do it yourself. On the 2003 and the earlier model Jeeps, it still works to just take off the negative from the battery terminal, let it sit for 15 minutes to a half hour, and it will clear the code that way. On the newer vehicles, I can't answer to whether that will work or not. I just know that it does work on the Jeep. So if you're in a pinch and you need to do that and you don't have a scanner, just take your negative off the battery terminal and leave it off for a few minutes and it should reset. So anyway guys, I hope that helps you out, gives you a quick rundown of how to find the codes from your Jeep without having a reader, and also where to go to look up the codes to kind of give you a better idea of where you're going to go to troubleshoot. There's tons and tons of information online. Forums and everything is honestly the best way to learn. At the end of the day, you may still have to take it to a professional to have them look at it, but honestly, reading online through forums and watching YouTube videos has gotten me pretty much anywhere I need to go as far as working on my Jeep. So I hope this helps you out. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Again, I'll do my best to help you out. Can't say I have all the answers. I'm still learning as I go, but I'll do my best to help you out. Alright, that's all I have for today. So Home Shop Mechanic signing off.